can't believe it, man. Still can't believe it. I finally got you in my collection just in time for the Ahsoka show. It's crazy, man. And now I'm finally complete. Hello YouTube, it's your boy Pop, the Bounty Collector, here with another video for you guys. So guys, I did a big trade. Not a big trade, an epic trade. The biggest trade that I've ever done in my life, and I've been collecting Funko since 2013. I've been wanting this Funko Pop in my collection for a long time, and it almost became the pop that got away. I have two stories like that already, and I didn't want this one to be the third Funko Pop that got away. This Funko Pop came just in time. Ahsoka show, currently, right now, today's date is 1 week away. While I'm recording this, it's 1 week away. And this Funko Pop has to do with Star Wars Rebels. I think you know what pop I'm talking about. Grand Admiral Thrawn. I finally got it in an epic trade. And let me go ahead and give you a little bit of a backstory. So, I have or had a unmasked Captain America Funko Pop that I got from a MegaCon convention here in Orlando. Now, MegaCon is run by ReedPop. ReedPop does New York Comic Con, Star Wars Celebration, but they also did a con in Canada. And that Captain America Unmasked was exclusive to that con in Canada, but they had leftovers. So ReedPop brought those pops down to MegaCon. I go to MegaCon with Star Wars Sith. We see it on there for sale for 20 bucks. Marvel at the time, 2016, was popping. We were like, all right, let's go ahead and buy that Captain America. Throughout the years, the Captain America has gone up in value. The highest it's ever been has been $400. Now, Marvel is so-so. You know, ever since they got rid of Captain America, Iron Man, the Avengers aren't there no more. There's no more Thanos. To me, I feel like I kind of lost my love for Marvel, especially when it comes to Funko Pops. But it was good value. So for me, I took it as trade bait. I was able to connect with somebody that had 3 GrandAdmiralThrons in his trunk. And we were able to trade the unmasked Captain America and the regular Beerus from Dragon Ball. I'll go ahead and put both of the Funko Pops up here so you guys can see, for GrandAdmiralThrawn. And if I finally have him in my collection, this was almost the pop that got away. I was really late to Star Wars Rebels. Tony, aka Star Wars Sith, put me on, and I was really late to collecting the Funko Pops. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a Star Wars fan, so I did have some Star Wars Rebels Pops before even watching the show. So we're going to go ahead, before I go ahead and put this on the top, to seal the deal, to show you guys that I have the full collection of Star Wars Rebels, I'm going to go ahead and go and show you guys my whole collection. Okay? So let's go ahead and move the camera around. You know, you guys know about that. Look at that camera moving. All right, let's see. Let's see if we get everything in the same picture. You guys see me? Hey. All right. So, kind of give you a little bit of a backstory and how I started collecting these. Obviously, the Ahsokas were the first ones that dropped from Star Wars Rebels. These are both were Hot Topic exclusive, even though this was a LA Comic Con. They actually released this sticker at Hot Topics. Sabine with the helmet was a Walgreens exclusive. Now, these Walgreens exclusive back in the days, I think Tony, Star Wars Sith, did an episode about Walgreens pickups. The cool thing back then is like you could go to Walgreens at 1, 2 in the morning. So that was basically the time from 12 to 2 a.m. I would look for Star Wars Pops with the Walgreens sticker because that's when they would kind of restock. Um, Chopper. Funny thing about Chopper. Chopper came out the same time. This is a Star Wars celebration. It came out the same time as GrandAdmiralThrawn, but me and Tony did not win the lottery for our first Star Wars celebration. So we had to go in at 2 in the afternoon when all the pops, or basically all the winners, already went through. So it's whatever was left over, and GrandAdmiralThrawn was sold out both days. But I picked up the Chopper not knowing, not watching anything of Star Wars Rebels. I just picked it up because I thought it was cool. But I'm glad I got it in my collection. Like I said, I showed you guys earlier. Chopper, regular Chopper, I picked up. Kanan, I picked up last year. So last year was the time that I said to myself, I'm going to stay committed and I'm going to go ahead and try to complete Star Wars Rebels. So last year was the year that I said, you know what? I have like maybe 1/3 of the whole collection. Let me just go ahead and try to get all of them. So Kanan was last year. Same thing. Ezra was last year. Ezra right now I believe is flirting with about $100 or maybe even more. I got a good deal on Ezra. Sabine is what I got this year. I showed you guys. Hera I got last year. So those were the big pickups for last year for me. Was Kanan, Hera, Ezra, and then you see Zeb right here. He was a pickup last year. And then also the Imperial Super Commando. So that was about, 5 pops of Rebels that I picked up last year. The two packs that you see here, these were part of the Smuggler Bounty Collectors. So these two came together in a pack. So I had those two already. So if you look at what I started with, I already had these two, and I already had the 2 Ahsokas, the random Chopper, the Sabine Walgreens exclusive, and then over here, I originally had all 3 of these together. I sold this one, and then I got it back this year, but I had these 2. So the majority of the Rebels Star Wars Pops I already had. It's just I had to make sure that I want to stay committed in completing the whole set. And like I said, man, this right here, GrandAdmiralThrawn, was the last piece. It's in a hard case. As soon as I got this, I had to put it in a hard case. And as you can see right here, put them on top. I put the Super Commando on top. Not saying that it's the most popular Star Wars Rebel, but obviously to try to get everything all on screen. So I don't want you to think the Super Commando is like the best one. But put it on top. Finally complete. Just in time for Ahsoka. If you guys do not have any of these Star Wars Rebels Pops right now, or if you're flirting with the idea of trying to complete it, start it now. Don't debate it. Don't think about it because the prices are going to go up. And there's been so many times that I did not pull the trigger on something. And Tony told me about this. So this GrandAdmiralThrawn shot up when they announced his name. When Ahsoka, aka Rosario Dawson, just said his name on the Mandalorian show. Before the Mandalorian show came out, he was $50 to $75. And I didn't want to pay $50 to $75. And at the time, I still didn't finish Rebels. So it's like, why am I going to pay $50 to $75 for a character that I don't even know fully? And man, I wish I could go back in time because I would have had him at a good price and not have to trade something about the same value. But at the end of the day, we learn from our mistakes. So that's why I'm telling you guys, learn from me. If you see something right now and it's $30, $40, $25, just get it now because this stuff is vaulted. And then again, if any of these characters, which we know the majority of these characters are going to be in the Ahsoka show, and somebody comes back or a flashback, any of this stuff, all this stuff is going to go up in price. So that's why I was desperately trying to complete this before the Ahsoka show. And again, I am still so glad. Like, you guys don't understand. This is kind of like the one that almost got away. So from, like I said, I've been collecting Funko Pop since 2013, and I had two Funko Pops that got away. And one of them was, if you ever guys watch Game of Thrones, Headless Ned Stark is a San Diego Comic Con exclusive. Sorry, spoiler. If you're on season one on the Game of Thrones, what are you doing? You should already finished it. But that one I could have got for $45. Now I want to say that one's like over $500. At one point it reached 1,000. So, and I didn't want to pay $45 for a pop at the time. And look what happened. The other one is actually a Planet Arla Vegeta. That's another Dragon Ball. Again, I'm a big Dragon Ball fan. At the time, I could have got it twice. I could have got it for $75, and then I could have got it for $110, and I still thought $75 and $110 for a Funko Pop was too much. But now that's over $2,000 for that Funko Pop. So this was gonna be the third one that almost got away, because I could have got this for $50 and for $75, and then even when they announced it in the Mandalorian show, it shot up to over $100. Could have got it for $100. Now this is at $400. And the one with the celebration sticker, this is the shared version. The one with the celebration sticker is $700. So again, guys, this was the biggest trade that I did in my Funko. I think my Funko collections, like since 2013, the biggest of value, trade for trade. So now that you see my collection, please go ahead and hit that like button. Comment below and let me know, do you have all the Star Wars Rebel Pop? Are you missing GrandAdmiralThrawn or any of these for your collection? Also comment below, let me know what you think about the trade. Did I end up doing a good trade, or did I do a bad trade? And hit that subscribe button. More videos coming out soon. I can't wait. 1 week away. Ahsoka. Peace.